ladies and gentlemen, to the inaugural round of the New Zealand Combined Racing League's Intercontinental GT Championship. First round's here at Bathurst for the Bathurst 12 hour, which we're running in two 70-minute sessions simulated in 5 times time progression. Weather is stated to be dry, so the weather not going to be a factor for these drivers. They will be able to push their hardest for the entirety of the weekend, and hopefully we'll see some good racing. I enjoyed the commentary box with Dado Racer. Dado, first time in the commentary box for you?
It is, Sato. I'm looking forward to it. A little nervous about the situation, but we'll do our best and hopefully I can guide you through the race as well as I can.
Yeah, we've got a 10-minute qualifying session firstly today, which these guys, mostly amateur drivers. Of course, the teams are split into 2 drivers. We've got each car has a pro driver and an amateur driver for the weekend. So we'll run through the driver lineups, I think, to start with. Starting with the number 1 Audi Sport with Dark Racing and Hyperjuice. Dark Racing being the pro driver, Hyperjuice being the amateur driver. So different strategies at play for this championship. Do you put the pro driver in on the Saturday and try and get a massive gap ahead to the rest of the field, or do you put the pro driver in on the Sunday and claw back the gap and hopefully go for the win? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that is a choice. Hard question to answer, to be honest. It'll all pan out during the race, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's definitely going to be fascinating to see how the different strategies are played over the course of the weekend. The next Audi we have, I don't think it's actually here today, is the number 4 Magnus Racing Audi of Dazza 83 and Richie team. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it here this weekend. So next up we have the number 9 Black Falcon team Mercedes of AJD and Highlander, which is stated to be one of the stronger combinations of the field. Highlander has been quick for a long time in the ANZCRL leagues in the many different championships we've run over the years, but has taken a sabbatical this year, but should be able to find that form pretty quickly, and AJ of course is very quick. I've seen him driving in the Motorsport Racing League races, and he's pretty much won almost all of them, so he's probably the informed man.
It's a good team.
He's very good.
Definitely a good team, that one, Shadow.
Of course, we have the number 20 BMW M6 Schubert Motorsport Racing of Chuck Racing 051 and Simo Racing 4, Simo being here today. Chuck Racing, of course, is actually doing the iRacing Le Mans race at the moment, which is why he's not here at the moment. Hopefully he'll be racing tomorrow night. Actually, I don't think he is racing tomorrow night. I think he's got his hands full with the Le Mans series. So Triple Rotor Racing's replacing Chuck for this race. Of course, reserve drivers can fill in for the main drivers whenever.
I think you're right there, Sato. I think it is Triple going to do that.
Yeah, sorry, need to reduce the game audio a little bit. Yeah, and so thank you HO for pointing that out. Of course, I turned it up for practice, and yeah, I forgot to turn it down. First, Simo set the first time of the session so far, 2 minutes 17.2, and Highlander immediately goes bang, 2 minute 5.4. That would take some catching.
Who we got next after Simo?
After Simo, we have the number 30 Ram Racing Team Mercedes of Taipan Samurai and Fish Racing. Again, very tough combination, Taipan racing tonight, because Fish is also doing the Le Mans race, teaming up with Chuck Racing. So, yeah, good luck to them. I think last time I checked, they were running 6th in class. So, fingers crossed they can get a
Good
good
work.
result for the ANZCRL boys.
Absolutely.
Next up is the number 59 McLaren GT of Uncrewed, Squid and Whopper. Of course, Squid needs no introduction really. Has won the IndyCar series that finished just last week at the Indy 500, which was had a cracking finish. So
And you're amongst that, Sato.
Check that out on Woody Lizard's Mixer channel. Before that stream disappears, it's a cracker one to watch for. Whopper's made a comeback. He's made a comeback in this series. He's disappeared since last year, but if his potential is anything to go by, that team, the McLaren team, should be tough to beat. But it's hard to say how
Definitely up
rusty
there.
Whopper will be. So of course, times being set at this early stage, only Whopper, Gear 3 Gaming and Lockie have not set a time. Of course, Highlander with the 2 minute 5.4, clearing away on top with Shads at 2 minute 6.5 in second, though we expect Shads to knock that time off.
There he is. Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he has too. 2/10 clear of
Yep.
Highlander. So, yeah, expecting Shads to really dominate this this session, but we'll get to him a bit later. The next car down the list as I go through is the number 86 Michael Shank Racing Acura NSX of Speed Racer and Gear 3 Gaming. Speed Racer has had a few wheel issues in the past, but he's I think he went and fixed it last night, so he should be raring to go. Gear 3 Gaming has had a bit of internet issues in the past, so hopefully that doesn't plague him tonight. If he can keep it clean and hand the car over to Speed Race in one piece, should be a tough team to beat. And
Yep, he goes well.
yeah, number 88 Team AXI Autosport Acura is driven by my co-commentator here, Dado Racer, and his teammate Woody Lizard. How do you fancy your chances in this championship, Dado?
Mate, top 3 would be great, but I think it's going to be a battle. But that's what we're aiming for.
Yep, well,
It's a long series.
sure is.
So, you know, some tracks suit the car and us better than others. This track we both probably struggled a little, but just give it a burl and see how we go, mate.
Yeah, next car on my list is the number 119 Machuca Motorsport Porsche 911 GT3 of RSJ and Right Racing here tonight. Currently sitting in 8th place, so don't know how he'll go. He's sort of hasn't done many races for us at this early stage. Hopefully that changes in the future as he attends more and more races and can hopefully improve himself. But sitting in 8th place, not too shabby.
Yep.
Then the next car on my list is number 124 Team Cash Show Mercedes of myself, Saturday 15, and my teammate Lockie 55s.
Here he is.
Our combination probably a bit cursed. The last time we teamed up was in the Viet Supercar Tour last year, and didn't really go well. We crashed a few times at Bathurst, and I really struggled for momentum in the Pro Series, and finished down like 8th in the points. With Lockie doing alright in the Open Championship, got a few podiums, but we're hoping to do well. Hopefully Lockie doesn't do that and stays out of the wall. He's pushing really hard, trying to get himself up the order. He's in 5th place at the moment, which I'm really happy with. But not liking the look of this lap so far, so we'll see how we go. The last car on my list is the number 147 Slightly Mad Racing Acura NSX GT3 of Shads and Cosmic Robbie, who in my opinion are the team to beat. Shads of course is coming off having won our Indy 500 race last week, and Cosmic Robbie is probably one of the best improvers in our driving ranks right now, having only started driving full time at the end of last year, and with the help of Shads coaching him a little bit, he's shown great improvement, as we're seeing Shads round the final corner on his last lap, and he's run wide, and I think he's blown his lap.
Giving it up.
Not going to go and improve.
Yep.
As we're at the end of the qualifying session at the moment. Gee, that 10 minutes goes quick.
It does. We only just got through the cars, Sato.
Yeah, I'm glad I got through the cars now and not during the race though, by golly.
Yep.
But just 3 cars left on track at the moment. Highlander, Lockie, and Taipan's just pulled in the pits, so it's just Highlander crossing the line now, and Lockie, who's still out on track. Actually, no, he's doing a practice pit stop by the looks of things. So that's qualifying over effectively. Shads is your man on pole position. Highlander second, and we'll wait for the standings to come up. Here we go. So Whopper 3rd place. What a brilliant job from him. Showing why I reckon he's got a lot of potential in the car. And Dark Racing in 4th place, Lockie in 5th, CMO Racing 6th, Woody Lizard in 7th with Taipan Samurai 8th, Ratso in 9th, Mizuzo in 10th, and Gear 3 Gaming, the last man on the grid, failing to set a lap. Pretty close qualifying session, I'd have to say. 2/10 between the top 2 cars is what we like to see, and it's probably going to be a few battle packs throughout the rest of the race. As
I think there will be.
We now see the drivers lining up on the grid now. Of course, they have 2 minutes to set their cars up and strategies up for the race. Dado, what are your expectations for the race, and who's your tip to win, and do you have maybe a smoky?
A tough one to call. Well, you got to go with the 2 front runners, I guess, to start with. But it all comes down to incidents.
Yeah.
If people can stay clean, they're in with a much bigger chance. So as far as that goes, well, Darky, I'd say he'd be a dark horse because he's Darky, of course. Yeah, he'll go all right here, and of course, hoping my teammate will be doing quite well as well. So there you go.
Yep. Well, it's hard to go past Shads for the race win at the moment. He's just shown to be a class above all week long. He's been pretty much fastest in all the practice sessions, and has been fastest in qualifying here. So I expect him to continue on to win. But stranger things have happened in motorsport. And my
Absolutely.
dark horse is Whopper. I reckon the more comfortable he gets in the car, the faster he'll go, and I reckon he could sneak up if Shads and Highlander strike trouble as we start the formation lap now. So fight currently set to 5 in the morning at ×5 time progression. So headlights of course are on, blaring the go. Maybe some of the drivers will flash the lights in the rear view mirror of the driver in front just to irritate them. But yeah, of course the speed limit of about 120 just to so cars will have to stick below that to make sure they don't get a speeding penalty on this formation lap. But yeah, weather being 3rd of February is quite hot It's going to be 60 degrees track temperature in the middle of the day, so hard tyres are a must. You'd be suicidal to
Quite warm.
be on the soft tyres. But yeah, it's going to be quite a quite a long formation lap, so I've got to try and find something to talk about over the next two and a bit minutes.
Well, I guess they'll be trying to get the tyres up to running temperature now. Give them a little bit of a turn here and there, a bit of braking. That's what I'd be doing. And then basically settling yourself down to make a good start. But hopefully everyone is going to be cautious of the first, let's say, 2-3 corners. And then the race should just progress in a relatively,
Yeah.
manner.
You able to put the ticker on the bottom, the split times?
Yep.
And
Got it.
what was the thing on the left-hand side called? The
Standings. No,
yeah,
that's on.
I think it was the Was it standings? Yeah, that's it. That's perfect.
Okay.
Just for now. Might adjust
Yeah,
as the race goes on. But yeah, drivers have now entered Conrod Straight. Of course.
Tension's building.
Yeah, tensions are really building. Looking forward to this one. Of course, it should be great battles throughout the entire field. Hopefully the start's not too chaotic. The drivers will be looking to get themselves into a very good groove. Into the first few laps. It's a 70-minute session, so any slight hiccup can cost you dearly, as drivers will probably look to only do a stop and go in the pit stops. They should all be filled up and ready to go from now to the end, but with a mandatory pit stop they will have to pit, and yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how the pit strategies goes. It looks like the drivers are going to line up 2 by 2. Maybe jump on
Getting ready for a start.
Highlander's camera instead of Shad's as we round the final corner. And we're underway for the Bathurst 12-hour. And Highlander's got the jump on Shad's.
Huge
jump.
jump.
He's left room, and Shad's got squeezed there, and he's going to lose a bunch of time. Dark Racing's jumped up in a second. There's a crash at the back. That looked like Lockie and someone. Couldn't see who the other car was, but it did look like it was my teammate into the wall. As looks like Darky's had a ripper start from 4th place, managing to jump both Whopper and Shads. So we round up through the cutting. Highlander easily in front with Dark Racing 2nd. Whopper 3rd, Shads down in 4th. Shads has had a horror start, starting from the pole position. Missed the jump and got squeezed on the inside of turn 1, and yeah, we'll be hoping to get those places back as the laps continue. In fact, Shads has actually dropped back, so it looks like Whopper was off the track at McPhillamy. Didn't lose too much time there. And yes, so Whopper trying to stalk Darky as we round down to the elbow. Down Conrod Straight now. These cars will get up over 270, almost 280 k's per hour down this long straight and into the chase. As they enter the chase now, Whopper probably a bit too far back to have a bit of a dive. He'll be trying to get good consistent course. Oh, Darky's made a mistake.
Made a mistake.
He went sideways at the exit of the chase. Darky and Whopper gone side by side as
No, it's not over yet.
enter
no, he has.
Murray's corner, and yeah, Whopper gets the move done. He's into second place and will now try to hunt down Highlander. Looks like Woody Lizard is under pressure from Rutzower.
Yep. Chaz is on Darky. That's a good pack.
Yep. Oh yeah, three-way battle for second place at the moment. Shads will be stalking his prey. I know through the week that Darky has really struggled setting the Audi up for this track here at Bathurst.
Yeah.
But
it's not his favourite.
No, not his favourite, but hopefully he can drive around any issues and try and keep that Audi in front of Shads. It looks like the sun's starting to creep its way up on top of the mountain. Of course, these drivers...
It's quite bright coming over there.
Yeah, coming through the S's, be looking straight into the sunlight. Oh, they got side by side. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that move to be done by Shads, but he's gone down the inside of Darky into the elbow, and he's up into third place, and will try to charge down Whopper for second.
See how Lockie's going.
Oh, he's just coming out of the pits
back.
now.
Oh, he's had it. Oh, he's had something happen.
Yeah, well, as I said at the start, he got caught up in the massive turn 1 crash.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe caught up with Simo Racing. Looks like Simo's been dropped back down the pack.
Showing a bit of damage.
26-second gap to Mizuzo, so yeah, they must have been the two cars that hit the wall hard. So Gear 3 Gaming, is he 8th place? He's doing alright actually. Pleasantly surprised he's at the back of this battle pack at the moment, and he'll be hoping to stick with them. As we're getting reports, apparently Darky might have hit the wall on the previous lap. He's still in 4th place, he's still sticking with Shad, so I don't think he's got too big a damage. I can't see any telltale signs on the car.
Might have been a little sort of side.
Might have just been a bit of lag. I know Darky sometimes can struggle with a bit of dodgy connections, so could have just been a laggy hit. This game can be a bit like that at times. But tell you what, it looks like Shads is really close to Whopper. It's half a second now, so he's closed about. He would have closed about 5 to 10 tenths during the past lap, and might even, if he can get out the elbow well enough, he might even have a look up the inside of the chase. So into the elbow now, and
you can see the difference in the cars here.
Yeah. It looks like the gap's probably a bit too big at the moment. Oh, look at that fuel that Shads has on board. Almost 120 litres.
Wow.
So either he's overfilled the car or the Acura is a bit thirsty.
Got 280 out of that.
Yeah, so the slipstream working wonders, and the Acura very quick in a straight line.
Highlander's making ground too.
Oh, Whopper was on the grass entering Murray's Bend.
Ooh.
How he didn't spin it, I got no idea. But he's pushing like a madman, trying to keep Shads behind him. I wonder if the pressure will get to him as we exit our corner. Up Mountain Straight. It looks like Shad's got a better run than Whopper. I wonder if the slipstream is any use. Shads might have a look. Maybe down the inside.
The gutsy move up here.
Straight. Yeah, he's looking.
He is having a look.
He's diving it down. This side by side now. Shads has got the inside line and he's got that move done. Shad's into second place and will now try to hunt down Highlander for first.
Probably could have protected that a little more, do you think, or not?
I probably it's hard to say. It's a long race to go.
Yeah.
And you could lose a lot of time battling other cars. So maybe it's best just to let him go. And
I think so.
Maybe his car will come good at the end of the race. Oh, that's wide for Shads. He missed the groove at the grate and gee, almost hit the wall there. I said Shads.
Yeah, Shads is obviously going to try to get a break. Yeah, he's obviously trying to get a break here.
Yeah,
which he is doing.
Pushing very hard, maybe too hard.
Well, it can be a risk.
Yeah.
A little touch.
I think he's a bit filthy with himself that he missed out on.
Lost those places. Yep.
Yeah.
At the start.
Yeah, lost about 3 or 4 places at the start. So fingers crossed for his sake that he can get up into first. But looks like it's starting to settle down at the front. And actually, Gear 3 Gaming's just got past Right Sower, I think. That's a move that we missed while we were focusing at the front.
Yep.
Gear 3 Gaming into 7th place now, and I wonder if he's got the pace to catch 6th. I believe 6th place is your teammate, Woody.
Oh, that's right, with my eyes, I don't think he has.
Just going to... Hold on, guys. I forgot to go into Do Not Disturb. That's a massive amateur moment from me. My bad. But I wonder if Right Soul is actually going to come back at Gear 3 Gaming.
Well, I think Gear 3 is pulling away a little.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this.
Let's watch him through the.
Yeah. Watch
through the cutting.
Yeah, watch this lap, but hopefully it turns into a very good battle between these two. Because these two probably haven't raced each other much so far, so it'll be interesting to see how the dynamic goes.
Yep. He's gained. He gained.
Yeah.
Suits the Porsche section.
Yeah.
Which you'd expect.
Right Soul looked a bit deeper under brakes at the cutting than what Gear 3 Gaming was.
Okay.
But you can also see there, Right Soul is pushing a lot harder than what Gear is. Obviously Gear's thinking about the long game, just trying to get the car home in one piece. Of course, Gear 3 Gaming's teammate is Speed Racer, and Speed Racer has been one of the fastest drivers in our group for a long time. So,
very true.
Obviously, get the car into one piece, hand it over to the faster driver in the second stint, and hopefully you can pull out a decent result. So it looks like Highlander has a 4-second lead over Shads, who in turn has a 1.5-second lead over Whopper. So, gap's starting to spread out a little bit.
Gaining on Woody Lizard too, I think.
The only gap that's not spreading out is this one. Oh, Gear 3 Gaming's run wide at the chase.
Look.
Oh,
he's held it. Oh,
he has held
very
it.
Polite move by
Woody Lizard's coming into the pits already. That's an early stop for him.
I know what he's doing.
Maybe jump.
Let's have a quick look.
Forward with Woody Lizard. Yeah. I wonder if he's got damage.
Well, that would you think would be the only reason he'd be in there.
Yeah, you'd think at this stage, you would have thought it's a bit early to pit, and yeah, he's been stationary for a fair long time, so Woody Lizard's hit the wall somewhere, probably through the S's, and now he's underway.
Okay, it wasn't too severe, but enough. He's going too slow, so
he's actually going to lose 8th place to Mizuzo. So that's lost him a lot of time, and Simo's going to get him as well, so that's going to cost Woody dearly. As maybe see how the battle between Right Soul and Gear 3 Gaming's going. See if anything happen? No, still Gear 3 Gaming ahead of Right Solar. You can see Gear 3 Gaming being a lot more cautious with his car than what Right Solar is. But Right Solar finding it tough to overtake. Maybe it just needs to lunge at the chase or something, just to try and get
Possibly.
by. We also know that the Acura is very quick in a straight line. Haven't really driven the Porsche myself, so I don't know how quick that thing is in a straight line. So, would like to hope. Well, it would be interesting to see. Oh, hang on, something's happened to Whopper. I reckon Whopper's hit the wall. In fact, that's Whopper there.
Yeah.
Oh, calamities!
He's struggling. He's struggling.
That's Gear 3 Gaming into 5th. You'd expect Right Solar to get into 6th. Oh, that McLaren is not looking very good. Oh, that's close. That was close between Whopper and Gear 3 Gaming.
Very close.
Now, is Whopper going to make a pit stop here? No. No, he's staying out. It's a very interesting call. So yeah, maybe the damage isn't that bad. Maybe he's just spun it or something.
Now it's a three-way fight now.
Yeah, and I know that McLaren. I know Squid had that McLaren tuned very well. I think Squid on a qualifying run did a 2:03 in practice yesterday.
I was there that night. Yep.
So
maybe... look at the race times now. It's at a 2:07, high 2:07, 2:08.
So doing 2:07s, 2:08s at the moment. So that's about what we expected. Oh, I think that was Whopper in the wall again, just nudging it. That McLaren proven to be a handful. So it looks like the McLaren is
can't keep
fast.
Doing that.
Yeah, looks like the McLaren's a fast motor car, but not a very stable one, and it's a
little bit twitchy.
Yeah, and Paul Whopper's coming unstuck. Oh, they're going side by side through
Look
McPhillamy. Oh,
this is gutsy.
That is very gutsy. You don't want to be doing that too many times.
Right, so he's doing exactly what he should be doing.
Maybe jump on.
Waiting for a calamity.
I think jump on with gear. Because not quite getting a good view from Whopper's point of view. Oh, okay, so gears going defensive into the elbow. And Whopper will be looking to get in the slipstream now and try and make a lunge at the chase.
I reckon he's in it.
Yeah, he's definitely in the tow. I know that Acura, I've been saying it all race, is very quick in a straight line. Can the McLaren keep up and make a lunge?
It's all down to braking here.
Yeah, too far away.
He's waiting. Yep. Yeah, I think Gear just managed to pull away far enough for him not to make a dive.
Yeah. I reckon Whopper's probably taken a bit cautious that time too. I think he broke probably 25 to 50 metres earlier than what Gear did, and just trying and avoiding running into the back.
If you get a bit loose on a lap or two, it's a good time just to, you know, come back a bit and just regroup and get your rhythm back.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what's happening up the front? Highlander's just cruising.
Something's happened to Darky. Darky's dropped out of the top 3, so I don't know what's happened there.
Let's have a look at his car.
He's down at turn 2, so he's made a pit stop. I would reckon he's made a pit stop, so he's hit the wall. Maybe that was part of the contact that happened earlier, and has exaggerated it, and or it's exaggerated the poor handling, and he's hit the wall. So he's down in 7th place. It's a
just smacked it
right
then.
on the edge for Darky.
That was damage, had to be.
But meanwhile, the battle for 4th place is very close still. And it's probably going to be probably going to be close for a few laps to come. I don't know if these guys might actually be catching Taipan as well. Oh,
Look,
that's
what's
Lockie. That was Lockie
Yeah.
at the elbow. I don't know what's happened there. So my teammates are coming to a bit of strife as... Oh, Whopper is very close. He's very close. He'll be looking to make a move into the chase. Is he making a lunge? No, he's sticking fat. Oh, Gear 3 game is on
He
wide.
went wide. Gear went wide.
He broke very deep, and Whopper now has 4th place, and that
Maybe a
drops
little
Gear
look
back
in the
into
mirror.
the clutches of that's a... Who's that behind Whopper? No,
That's,
oh, it's Gear, sorry. I got
Yeah.
confused for a second. See, Sheds was catching Highlander a few laps ago, but has just dropped back a...
2 seconds plus.
Yeah, it was down to 2.0, but now it's back out to 2.4, so... don't know if the car's fallen away from Shads or... But,
So 2:08. That's about as good as it's getting lap time. So that's what I was hoping for my personal view.
yeah. Maybe jump back on board with... Is there any battles happening at the moment, Dado?
Right, Zoa. Gear
Ah,
still at it.
Yes, looking to be
that
all
is pretty.
race long battle as Gear 3 Gaming all out of shape at the grade.
Well,
Luckily,
right,
it was
Zoa's
able to-
pulled some time back here.
Yeah. Tell you what, Gear
Couple
3
of
Gaming
mistakes, maybe.
very lucky he didn't put it in the wall. I'm interested to see if Darky can catch these guys in a few laps time.
Yeah, well, he's only what, 8 seconds, 7 seconds off him.
Yeah.
But I reckon he must have got a bit of damage hitting that ball. It looked a fair hit on the side.
Well, he lost a bit of... He's losing a bit of time by the looks of things. What's happened to Darky? He's almost out to 10 seconds already.
Yeah, I reckon he got damage.
Oh, Gear 3
Look at
Gaming's
this.
off again.
Yeah, watch out here. Watch
Oh,
out
watch
here.
out, guys. Oh,
Close.
well timed there, Gear, and the rejoin, and that puts
Yeah, he
him back
did
into
well.
6th place. So Right Soul finally gets his man. And now we'll be interested to see what pace Right Soul can have. Oh, there's a battle
Looks
for
a little
3rd
bit more-
happening. Whopper's just caught
have a
right
look.
on the back of Taipan. Now it's back out the 510s, is it? Yep, there's the car at Taipan.
Yep.
Whopper's on a mission.
They've cracked a couple of 207s,
Yeah.
1 and 2.
So maybe bring up the standings. Don't know. Yep, there we go. So here's the running order with 50 minutes to go. Highlander in 1st, followed by Shads, then Taipan, then Whopper. Right Soul has just made the move for 5th. Gear 3 Gaming in 6th with Darky 7th. Simo Racing in 8th with Mizuzo 9th. Woody Lizard back in the pits in 10th, and Lockie down in 11th. So it looks like our teammates that are having some very troubled races.
Yes. They both need to step it up.
Yeah, crack the whip at them. But look at this is closed up big time. Now I know Taipan is a very racy person. He won't want to give up 3rd place that easily. And Whopper's
Very rarely.
on a charge. He wants to make back the time he lost early in the race.
Which he is doing.
Oh, that's a lock break for
Bit
Whopper.
of a lock up. Yeah. On the edge there.
Yeah, I think Taipan broke just a fraction earlier than what Whopper was expecting. Whopper's getting very close to the back of
Look at this.
Taipan.
You got a good run out of there.
Oh, there's no room at the moment. Taipan's just parked it in the middle of the road. And there's no room on either side.
You're a big car.
Yeah, Merc's a very big car. No way through there. Or they're going to go side by side up to the cutting. Or
it was looking like it.
Oh, that's very close to the wall for Whopper.
He's pressuring.
Yeah, he is. Up through Reed Park now. Cars are usually on edge through that section. Very easy to put in the wall through this section, as Whopper actually has then. Put the commentator's curse on him. Hopefully there hasn't been too much damage done to that McLaren. As we've run through the S's now.
It didn't look too bad.
No, it looked like a glancing blow. Probably got away with it.
That'll buff out.
Whopper darting left, darting right, trying to find a gap. Taipan down the inside to defend as we enter Conrod Straight again.
Very tricky to make a move in that section. It's so bumpy.
In fact, Taipan's actually got a bit of a jump on Whopper through there. Whopper lost a lot of time on the exit.
Yeah, I think he was losing a little bit under brakes. The car was jumping around on him.
Yeah. Through the chase we go again, and Whopper has now quite a few tenths now, almost a second to catch back up to Taipan. That mistake at the end of the lap is really hurting him. I'm trying to see, is that Gear 3 Gaming's got past Wrightsoa, so Wrightsoa's made a mistake at some point. Oh, and bloody Gear 3 Gaming made a mistake at Murray's Bend. Wrightsoa has made the move again. I just saw that at the back of shot. So something happened to Gear 3 Gaming there, and
well, they're swapping positions lap after lap.
Trading mistakes, it looks like it. Whopper, I think, has clawed back onto the back of Taipan as Dado catches Wrightsoa, but we'll stay on this battle here, as this could be some fireworks in a few laps. Dante, Gear 3 Gaming is currently in 6th place at the moment. Has just been battling Wrightsoa for 5th place. They seem to keep making mistakes and handing the position back to one another. So, and that's allowing Dark Racing, who's in 7th, to catch back up to them. But we'll stick with this battle for 3rd, as this could be pivotal in where their co-drivers.
Oh, a little touch.
Okay, Whopper's in the wall.
Yes. Yeah, that little touch just put his car off.
Oh, don't do that, Whopper. Oh, that would have scared the hell out of Wrightsoa.
Look out.
So that McLaren will be badly damaged now. I'm expecting quite a bit of steering damage.
You'd have to pit surely.
Oh, you would have thought. He ducks down the inside now.
Look out.
Darky goes around the outside. Now, you would have thought that Whopper. Whoa! You would have thought Whopper would just back out of it, but
yeah. If he's got damage.
Side by side, and now Dark Racing's through. So that would have
him up to 6.
That would have cost Dark Racing a lot of time.
It's only 2 seconds behind Gear now.
Yeah. Well, that's actually surprising then. So Dark Racing's coming as Whopper into the pits now, and this will most certainly relinquish 7th place to Simo Racing. Simo, of course.
Now we've got Shads catching here too.
Yeah, it's back to 1.5 seconds now. It's a very this is going to be very interesting in a few laps' time. I reckon as the race is
Absolutely.
going on, Shaz's car's getting better and better.
Well, Shads has done a 207. Highlander's a 208. So when I say that, that's only half a second, but that's a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a lot in the context of the... Well, it's probably not much in context of a 70-minute race, but every little bit counts. And Shaz is on a charge.
Let's go and check some of the boys at the back, eh?
Yeah, well, this...
Let's check Lockie.
Yeah, Lockie's had a race from hell. I reckon he's hit the wall probably 3 or 4 times. And I think he's a lap down.
His car looks in good order now, but
Yeah.
so hopefully he can just yeah, he can just keep motoring and claw some time back.
Willie Lizard in 10th place has also struggled a little bit. But that being said, he's only 12 seconds behind Mizuzo, so he's starting to string some good laps together.
Yep. Well, they've both got nice free track now, so
yeah,
it's our opportunity to just roll a few laps over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
But they both need to be doing 208s. I think.
Yeah.
You know, just make some headway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now we've got dark racing. Here we go. We've got something here.
Yeah, well, Gear 3 Gaming right so in the... Oh, did Gear 3 Gaming just go wide there? Yeah, he did. Rutso is now into 4th place. Gear 3 Gaming in 5th, and Darky is coming fast. Gear 3 Gaming's run wide again. That's going to open the door for Darky at the end of this straight.
He's getting a bit loose now. He has to regain composure.
So we're going to start a lap 14. So getting closer to that half race distance.
True.
Halfway
It's
mark.
gone quick, hasn't it?
Lap 17, I would say.
Easy commentating.
Yeah, it is. no threat of putting it in the wall. It's a bit hard watching your team.
Mind you,
in your wall.
Mind you, Sato, I was more nervous doing this than I was going to have a race. But now I'm quite relaxed.
Yeah. Takes a bit getting used to the commentating gig. Oh, Darky!
Ooh.
He hit the wall hard there. Hopefully that was
Reasonably
exaggerated
hard.
by the bit of desync.
But it may be a 3 damage in that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which isn't much, but it's enough.
It is enough to affect the car.
Yep.
But look at this. 4th to 6th. Oh, nose to tails. Oh, jeez, I thought Gear 3 was going to run to the back of right solar then.
We've got some action up the front too. Half a second in that.
Yeah, half a second. We'll stick with this battle for
so
now.
we got to stay on this.
Right solar's dropped out of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Unusual.
So now Gear 3 Gaming into
Darky
4th
will
place.
pressure. Darky will do some pressure here. I can feel it coming.
Yeah. That Audi's looking a lot better than Gear's Acura at the moment. Heading into Murray's Bend. Oh, Darky dives down the inside of Murray's Bend. Has he pulled it up? Deep. He has, but Gear 3 Gaming goes for the switchback. They're side by side down pit straight. And who's
got what up this
last
hill?
of the late breakers? Oh, Gears hung Darky out to dry. And Gear now holds on to 4th place, but Darky's going to look to try and get that 4th place back.
Interesting section coming up here.
Yeah. Oh, is Darky going to dive it? Oh, he looked about it, shot on the nose. Oh, and he's
got it.
Yep, just pressured Gear into a mistake, and Darky into 4th place and has clear track ahead of him.
Let's go and check the front runners.
Yeah.
You want to?
I'll stick with this battle for now, I reckon. Oh, actually, no. That's very close. I didn't realise how close it was between Highlander and Shads. I reckon go to them.
Quick look.
Look at that.
Mm.
That Acura has gotten bigger and bigger, and now Shads is right under the rear wing of Highlander. Battle for the lead, and with that the advantage to as we approach, I think was that approaching the halfway mark. 37 minutes to go as we start lap 16. Shads piling on the pressure of Highlander as we come up Mountain Straight.
Yeah, Sada, I don't think either of these cars have any damage.
Nah,
At a guess.
I would doubt it.
I don't think they have.
Both cars look pretty clean. Highlanders run pretty safe ship throughout the entire race, but Shads has just found the pace in the last 10 or so laps, and is now closed right up.
He's
and has a
hounding
chance
him.
to take the lead. Oh, that Merca Highlanders doesn't look very good across the top compared to Shad's. Shad's car looks very stable. So I just had a bit of lag there. Almost saw the car spearing off into McPhillamy before resuming their rightful places on the black stuff. But through the dipper we go. And this is where Shads will want to set up the move. If you can get a clean exit out of the elbow, get in that slipstream and really push up to the back of Highlander.
Highlander got out of there quite well.
Yeah, looked like it. It's probably not going to be an overtake this lap, but Highlander knows that he can't afford a mistake. It's getting closer and closer down the straight with the use of slipstream.
Deep.
Ooh, both very deep. We're seeing Highlander's car looks like it's skating a little bit under brakes, which I would expect from the Merc. The Mercedes not as strong under brakes as what the Acura is, so Highlander has to be very careful that he doesn't lose it under brakes, as that would just make life way too easy for Shads. That being said, Highlander is doing a bloody good job at the moment, keeping the car in first place.
Solid drive.
Has been a solid drive as we've hit the halfway mark. 35 minutes to go in this session. Probably 17 to 18 laps left. Of course, depending on the pace and how many pit stops they're able to do. Tell you what, I'd rather be in Shads' car at the moment. That car looks like it's driving really well compared to Highlanders.
Yep, sticking.
Just seems to be off just a slight bit. Oh, right on the exit curb at Sulman Park for Highlander. He's pushing hard to try and keep Shads at bay.
He made a bit of ground out of that. On the edge, but he made ground.
Yeah, but this will be playing into Shads' hand, as the more Highlander works his car, the more it'll overheat the tyres, and that's when Shads will come into its own. As he's actually... Shads is actually entering Forest Elbow quite wide, and he's opening... Yeah,
he had a little touch there on the wall, actually.
Yeah, I reckon that was a bit of desync. Don't think he actually touched the wall then. But it's just one of those things that the game does sometimes. But yeah, it's actually been a pretty good lap from Highlander this lap. Of course, Shads has made the ground back a little bit under brakes, as you would expect. Into Murray's Bend we go. So I can pull the standings back up. Darky Dado. My bad. But yeah,
there you go.
So here's a running order as we start lap 18 with Highlander with a slim lead over Shads. Taipan almost 50 seconds back. At the moment, not in the same league as the top two. Darky in 4th on the comeback trail. Gear and Rightso are still having the battle for 5th place. Simo in 7th with Whopper in 8th after having to make a pit stop. Woody Lizard is up into 9th, so he's actually overtaken Mizuzo a few laps ago. And my teammate Lockie down in 10th place. I think he's just trying to get to the end now, 2-minute 10s.
Okay, we've got another battle on. We might just move off this one. Looks like it's... Well, you want to stay on it there, Sato?
I think just stick on it for now. Don't see too much overtaking happening over the next few laps. Maybe jump on board with Shads. So we'll just go for a lap with Shads around this 6.2 kilometre circuit that is Bathurst.
Highlander's car.
See how Highlander. Although I'm half expecting to see a Acura just fly past the left-hand side.
I tell you, they're on the edge of these boys.
Yeah.
They're only just stopping the car in that corner.
Oh, jeez. You can tell that Merc is
they're working
right
hard.
on the edge.
Yeah.
Especially under brakes. Oh, that's very narrow into turn 1 there. It shows it get very close. Very close.
Not too many other battles happening up there, Sato.
Nah, it's just this one at the moment. Which is great.
Yep, first and second.
Fuel difference probably
Like,
no more than 5 litres there, Night Pegasus. Probably get rid of the speedo now.
65.
So, there you go.
You're reading my mind.
This is 4 cars in 2 minutes 7's last lap. Simo's actually got some reasonably good pace. In fact, it looks like a pretty good
Whopper.
battle. For 7th.
Yeah, they're getting close.
Yeah, it's about a second in it at the moment. If it gets any closer, it'll probably jump to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, did Shads get a better run there?
I don't know. I thought the back came out a bit.
Jeez, Shads is very close here. Will he go for a dive? Nah, he thinks better of it.
Not close enough.
With 27 minutes left. Oh, Highlander's made a mistake here.
Yeah, he just caught the ripple strip. You can't touch that thing there.
Oh,
Here we go.
Shads
Nah.
gone for a dive. Oh, they got very close there. These guys are right on the edge.
They are.
And with probably 12 to 14 laps to go, I would say, or about 27 minutes to go in this session. Of course, when the timer runs out, wherever the leader is, that's the race will finish. Shad's gone down the inside. No, just had to pull out at the last minute. Couldn't quite get alongside.
Yep. The Merc had just lasted.
Yeah, Shads is getting very racy at the moment. These guys both want first place so badly. But tell you what, they're not losing any time to Taipan with this battling.
No. But they're both going pretty much flat out. And they're both doing the same lap time, so...
Oh, Shads is
look
off!
Out, look out!
Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's lost Shads a lot of time. Lucky to keep out of the wall then.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, Highlander has some breathing room.
And you'd be looking forward to it at this point, I'd say.
Just suck in a few deep breaths here down Conrad Straight. Just calm yourself. Woody Lizard's back in the pits.
Yes, he must have got some damage.
Very tough for Woody. He's one of our more experienced drivers in this group.
Oh,
And
look,
Rightso's
right
back in. That's a lot of damage
That's
on
mangled.
the front of Rightso's car.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's hit the wall
Big time.
hard. So it's another
Dark
lap
racing,
loss for
he's-
Woody. And the first lap loss for Rightso, I reckon.
I think Sato and Dado are going to be doing it a bit tough in this next race.
Hopefully the compression formula that we run will hopefully claw us back up towards the field.
Keep compressing.
Yeah. We'll need it. Get 2 laps to make up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, Woody Lizard's making his way down pit lane now. So he's lost.
Come on, Woody, finish
So now
strong.
Woody's in last place now. Locking up into 10th. He's about, I want to say 40 seconds behind Mizuzo.
Now, Darky might be making a bit of ground on Taipan here. It's what,
It's about
6,
8
7 seconds.
now.
Yep.
Yes, they're losing. So Darky's gaining a couple of tenths a lap, so it's going to be a little while before they're battling, I reckon.
Let's see how this car's going.
You see, the advantage that Darky has over Taipan is that Darky's already made a pit stop, whereas Taipan has not. So you'll actually find at the end of the race, Darky's in a net 3rd position, and he's got 3rd comfortably. Mizuzo's in the pits. What's happened to him?
Okay. Let's have a look.
Lollipop's come up, so is he going to lose 9th place? That sounds like a Merc, and yep, that's Lockie passed. That's Lockie to 9th place
Yep.
now, so...
Good work.
So Lockie making those places back now.
It's good work, that.
Shaz is close back to 4/10 behind Highlander now.
This is a mega battle, this.
Yeah. I reckon Typin's made a mistake on his previous lap. He's lost a second to Darky, so it's that gap to third now is down to 7 seconds.
True.
Yeah, Shaz is getting closer and closer now. Highlander back under pressure. Oh, that was... Oh, that was slow from
Look
Highlander.
out.
He's nudged the wall. Hopefully that wasn't any damage, but Highlander's now really starting to struggle with his car.
Another one, yep.
It's another little touch, so... That car is now
And
sick.
to be honest, he has been pressured like, what, at least a third of the race.
Yeah. Probably
He's done
since
well.
lap 13, I reckon.
Yep.
So I reckon it's only a matter of time before Schatz gets past Highlander here, unless they both have a tangle. Which, knock on wood, doesn't happen. Oh, Shads has hit the wall too. These guys are beyond the limit now.
Yes, they're throwing the dice a little bit.
Into the chase we go. Because we said all race accurate. Very good under brakes compared to the Merc. But still out to... Ooh, Shads is into the pits.
Oh well, that's probably his mandatory pit stop, I'd say.
Did Shads get some damage on that lap?
Good question. We'll find out now. If he's got no damage, it should be just basically stop and go.
Yeah, should be stop and go and head to the end. So 20 laps to go. He's confident that he's going to keep it out of the wall. We'll see how long this pit stop is. And yep, he's underway now.
He's still got 53 litres, yep.
So he's got plenty of fuel.
Highlander yet to make one.
Yeah. Taipan yet to make one as well. I reckon all other cars except for Gear 3 Gaming have made a pit stop. And well, of course, we'll see in due time. So Shad's lost 20 seconds in that pit stop cycle. That's actually a pretty good pit stop for him.
Yeah, I was going to say he couldn't probably get it any quicker. Not much anyway.
You'd have to be God to be able to get a quicker pit stop. Gee, those wheels are chattering on that Audi for dark racing. Still 7 seconds behind Taipan, but gained about 4/10 on the previous lap. That's actually Gear 3 Gaming into the pits now. So Gear's making his pit stop. I imagine he would have had a bit of damage, so I would have thought.
Plenty of
Unless
fuel.
he's gonna... Oh, he's filling the car up.
Is
I
he?
just saw that. I saw the fuel
yeah.
jump up. Yeah, it's still jumping up.
Right.
He's made a
He
mistake
doesn't need
here.
that. Yeah. That's cost him valuable time.
Yeah,
It's chock-a-block.
he's filled it up to the brim. That's gonna cost him. That's gonna cost him at least a second, I reckon. Just in lap time alone. That's not even counting the 10 seconds he was stuck in the pit lane.
Well, exactly. At this point of the race, you want as least fuel in the car as possible.
Yeah. And that gives 5th and 6th to Simo and Whopper. Ooh. It's Highlander in the pits. Leader into the pits.
Must have been a quick stop too.
No, not as quick as Shads. Shads is back in the lead. He's in the lead
Is that
by
right?
3 seconds.
Yes.
What an undercut from Shads. Got out in clear
I think
air.
Highlander must have had a little bit more damage.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
he did hit the wall a few times, if you remember.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wonder how much damage he would have gotten. Because we really won't know at all. It's pretty much a hidden secret. What
That's it.
happens to these drivers in these races. Tell you what, Lockie's catching right side at a rate of knots. Almost 4 seconds quicker on the previous lap as right side was actually back in the pits.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden Lockie
That'll give you
is
another spot.
odds on to get 8th place.
Oh, he's got more damage.
Jeez. I reckon that's
Look at
probably
that.
existing damage. I know, what's the old damage? So he's hit the wall big time again.
Yep.
So all of a sudden that Porsche is not handling very well. Right, there's Lockie going
I
past
think.
now.
Yeah, he's coming through. Yep.
Just seeing the cars go through. There was Simo and there's Whopper now gone past to put a lap on right Soa. So right Soa, he actually started off driving really well and then it's just
He was in some good battles.
as the race is going on, I guess fatigue set in and he's really struggling. Now right Soa comes out behind Gear 3 Gaming.
No.
Can't separate
Where it all
these
began.
two.
Where it all began.
Oh,
yeah.
Only difference
They're
being
probably
this
both
time
thinking,
though,
oh,
that there's at least a lap, probably 2 laps separating these two guys.
yes.
We're on lap 26 at the moment with 15.5 minutes left in the race. Shads with the 2.4 second lead over Highlander. Taipan in third, 36 seconds back, but he's yet to make a pit stop. He'll probably wait till like the 5 minutes left or something to make a pit stop.
There's a few challenges around, isn't there?
Yeah.
With the amount of time left. Got Whopper
Yeah.
on Simo.
Yeah, exactly.
We got
It's,
Highlander on Shads.
yeah, 2.2 seconds the gap now, so I reckon Highlander's just got a bit of a pace advantage over the Shads at the moment.
But he's got his car all fixed up, so it should be interesting.
Mm,
Because he did have the pace on him at the beginning, didn't he?
yeah. It was the man to beat to start with. I wonder if Highlander changed his tyres.
Didn't see it,
I didn't see
so
it
I
either.
can't
but
say.
we sort of missed his pit stop. We didn't see him until he was exiting the pit lane. So
Driving out. Mm.
that could be one reason why his pit stop was so long.
That,
Vince.
yeah.
Saying that the gaps are fluctuating between the top two. Lockie's closing to 21 seconds. Oh, sorry, he's extended the gap to 21 seconds ahead of right Soa. Whopper's. Well, it looks like Whopper's
Getting there.
gaining on Simo, but
Oh,
gee, that front bumper's not
front
looking
end.
very healthy.
yeah. Nah, it's ugly.
Five seconds the gap between him and Simo. And that flapping front bumper won't be doing him any favours.
Not at all. We'll put the speedo on him and see what he does down Conrod, eh? That'll tell us something.
Yeah, see if there is any
That'll
damage
tell
or
you
whether
if
it's just cosmetic.
Yep. It's not looking too bad.
He's about probably 5 to 10 k's
Yeah.
off, I reckon.
Yep.
So he's
Yep.
definitely got front end damage.
I'd say that'd be about an 8 damage doing that.
But with only minor damage like that, with 12 minutes to go now, it's not worth making.
Not
the
worth
pit stop.
going in. Absolutely. You lose a spot for sure, if not more.
So yeah, 12 minutes to go as we're on lap 27 of this race. Shad's in the lead with Highlander 3.5 seconds back and falling back at a rate of knots by the looks of things. Taipan in 3rd place, but we reckon he has to make a pit stop. Darky in 4th. only 4 seconds back now, so Darky's closing in on Taipan. Simo Racing in 5th place, a really good job considering how bad his start was. With Whopper in 6th, has shown good pace, but just a few too many clashes with walls, and as we all know, concrete walls always beat carbon fibre race car. Gear 3 Gaming in 7th place. Has driven a pretty solid race in my opinion. Made a few mistakes, but the inside word has it that he only started practicing for this race last night, so he's, all things considered, he's actually done a really good job. Lockie in 8th. Probably could have done better. Probably kept it out of the wall a little bit. Of course, got taken out at the start. Still don't know whose fault it was, as we didn't get a good view of it. But apart from a couple other hits in the walls, probably, I think since like 15, he's driven a pretty good race. It's just, I guess the damage has already been done for him. Right, so in 9th, started off pretty well, had a very good battle with Gear 3 Gaming early in the race, and I think Darky joined that battle as well. But unfortunately, a few too many smashes into the wall, and his car's looking like an Aussie racing car rather than a Porsche 911. Mizuzo down in 10th. Again, had a good start, but just struggled finding walls and stuff, and has put him down in 10th. And Woody Lizards had a race from hell. Really struggled around this 6.2 kilometre Bathurst circuit. Down in 11th place, and that being said, it looks like a battle for 10th is not out of the question. Woody's gaining on Mizuzo at a rate of knots. All of a sudden, there's going to be some action happening for last place. So,
Highlander Dow's 4 seconds back from Shad, so it looks like
yeah, and falling fast.
he's just about got this sewn up. Yep.
Oh, Woody Lizard.
Whopper
Bit deep
is
there. Yep. It's out to 5.5 seconds the gap to Mizuzo as we don't know what lap these guys on,
Yep.
but I know
See him in
leader's
the
on lap
distance.
29. 9 minutes to go in this race. Right, Pegasus is barracking for Mizuzo, try and keep him away from Woody Lizard. But I reckon it's going to be close. But up the front, it's pretty much stagnated since the last pit stops for Shads and Highlander. Because I got word that if drivers don't make a pit stop in this session, they cop a 2-minute penalty. So
Okay.
it's a heavy price to pay for trying to gain an extra 20 seconds. So, so that's incentive for Taipan to come in soonish. With 8 minutes to go, he's running out of time to make that pit stop. Of course, this is all speculation. I don't remember seeing Taipan in the race, and I don't think you guys probably remember seeing him in the pit lane. So it's we won't know till the end of race results, which usually I think usually the end of race results show the pit stops, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's interesting what happens to this number 30 Mercedes. Of course, he's handing over to Fish Racing tomorrow night, and the last thing Fish will want is to be dropped a lap back because his teammates forgotten to make a pit stop.
You might be waiting to the very end, mate. Who knows?
No, wait now.
Here he comes,
'cause
actually.
in he comes. Right on cue.
Well picked.
So Taipan will relinquish third place to Darky. Darky, what a recovery drop from him. Found the walls early, had to make an early pit stop, but has driven a very solid race since then, and has got himself into third place. I'll be interested to
Podium
see.
at this stage.
I'll be interested to see how Simo, where Simo comes out in. Here comes Taipan down the pit lane. Of course, the pit lane's a lot better now in this game than what it is in real life. In real life, it's a 40km speed limit. And here we go, Taipan out in 4th place. Don't know the gap yet to Simo. We'll get that very shortly, but I think it looks like probably an 18-second gap. Yep, there we go.
So.
It's normalised now. 18 seconds between Taipan Samurai and Simo Racing 4.
So we've got Whopper. He's only 2 seconds off Simo.
Ooh, so that could be an interesting battle at the end of the race. Of course, we suspect Whopper has a bit of front end damage.
Here we go.
Woody.
Go Woody.
That's actually a move. That's actually an overtake on Mizuso, who I actually don't reckon Mizuso's got a rear wing.
He hasn't.
That looks like a missing rear wing on my end.
Yep. Looks like he's just trying to hang into the end, obviously.
Yeah. But gee, that car will be looking very sketchy. Especially... Oh, he's gone!
There he goes.
Gone. He spun out in the chase.
Yeah, without a
I
rear
think
wing
he
on
needs
those
to
cars,
pit.
they're virtually undrivable.
Yeah. You'd expect him to make a pit
Well,
stop.
if it's 34 laps, you won't get around that many laps with a car without a rear spoiler.
3 and a bit laps to go, I'm reckoning. That's a bit of pill to swallow for Mizuso and Night Pegasus, who's watched the whole race and who will be taking over from Mizuso tomorrow night. Just, I guess it's just one of those things where his track, when it bites hard.
Definitely. No forgiveness at all.
No. But this stage, it's looking like the current order is where everyone's going to be finishing. 4 minutes to go in this race. So there'll be 2 laps to go at the start of the next lap.
Chad's got a back marker coming up here.
Yeah. Trying to see which car that is. It looks like an Acura.
That's
Might be Gear 3 Gaming.
I think you're right.
Through the chase goes Shads. In fact, it is Gear 3 Gaming. So 2 laps to go for our race leader, who holds a 4.5 second lead over Highlander. Both Shads and Highlander dropped out at, or So Shads and Highlander have driven a very good race the whole way, kept out of the walls and kept their pace up. So well deserving of first and second respectively. Yeah, Night Pegasus, apparently his internet dropped out and might have missed out on the fact that Mizuzo found a wall at the top of the mountain a lap or two ago and lost his rear wing, came to the chase and lost it big time. It's probably the biggest off I've seen so far this race, unfortunately. So Mizuzo currently in 11th place, and he's just trundling around trying to finish and hopefully thanks to the compression formula you won't be a lap down, but it's going to be tough to see. Remember when we had the Daytona 24-hour race, the compression formula meant that even though when I was teamed up with Woody he finished I think 4 laps behind the leaders, the compression formula enabled us to be back on the lead lap. So got my fingers crossed for you, Pegasus. This is a difficult track as Gear 3 Gaming hasn't let Shads through.
No,
Shads
flash of lights there
flashing
too.
his lights.
Well, Gear 3's still in his own race, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's still holding 4 seconds over Highlander.
Yeah, it's still looking pretty comfortable for Shads. So we round Murray's corner for the second last time as we start the final lap. And here we go, Shads makes the move on gear to put Gear 3 Gaming another lap down. Up Mountain Straight for the final time. Ooh, what's Shads doing? He's waving all over the track. You should be aware that this is not for position. Doesn't need to do any of these cheeky tactics. There's another car actually ahead of Shads. Is that Mizuzo?
He's getting all the action.
All
the action in the last lap.
Mizuzo.
I think it is.
Ooh. Well done, Shads. Mizuzo's just crawling.
Yeah, he's just bringing it home.
Oh, gears in the wall! Lost in the dirty air. And I reckon that's steering and suspension damage. Maybe jump on with Shads now as we run to the end. Make sure we watch the winner cross the finish line. As Shads now into the forest elbow for the final time, as he uses every last bit of this engine, as it can get the engine can get replaced overnight, ready for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session we'll see Hyperduce, AJD 1984, Triple Rotor Racing, Fish Racing, Uncrewed Squid, Speed Racer, Dado here in the commentary box, RSJ, myself and Cosmic Robbie all battling it out for the win. But around Murray's corner, and it will be Shads who once again wins, as he wins the first session of the Bathurst 12 hour. Of course, one session yet to go, so not over yet, but half the job done, and he's given Cosmic Robbie a brilliant chance at fighting for the win. Highlander in second has also done a really good job, kept it pretty close to Shads, so AJD and Cosmic Robbie should have a brilliant battle for the win. Darky in third is driven a very solid race after that early bingle in the wall. Had an early pit stop and has clawed back to 40 seconds, so he's actually been lapping faster than Shads over the last few laps.
He done well.
Into Murray's Bend now. Of course, Darky handing over. He'll be handing over to Hyperjuice for the final session. But he crosses the line in third. And Taipan in fourth place, who has also done a real good race. Hasn't had the pace of the front two cars, but hasn't needed it. Just kept it clean, kept out of the wall, and has come home in fourth place. A brilliant drive. And Fish Racing will be
good
proud.
finishing position.
Might have to jump into the JP Simshed stream and tell the boys how their drivers are going. Of course, Fish Racing and Chuck Racing, who would be racing in this championship this weekend, are both doing the Le Mans 24-hour. As Sim Racing across the line in 5th place with 50 seconds left on the timer. The drivers will want to make sure that they don't miss out on crossing the line. Boffer in 6th has actually been able to keep it on the lead lap despite having a few hits in the wall. And that's it, the last car to finish. So of course 7th place was Gear 3 Gaming, with my teammate Lockie in 8th, Right So in 9th, with Dado's teammate Woody in 10th, and Mizuzo in 11th. Dado, what were your thoughts on that race?
Well, pretty much panned out how I was expecting, except for my teammate. I thought he would have finished a bit higher, but obviously he had a few moments in the race. But overall, great race.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
It was entertaining, action throughout the field. So thank you guys all for tuning in. It's one of the most highest viewed videos I've ever streamed. So thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitter at _Sato15 to get any updates on when I'm streaming next. I'll be try to stream this championship every Saturday night, so you won't want to miss out there. Tomorrow's session is going to be streamed on Woody Lizard's Mixer channel, so go on to mixer.com and search for Woody Lizard, WOODYLIZARD. Him and Lockie 55s will be commentating the second half of this race, which will be featuring Dado and myself behind the wheels. So I hope to see you there. Thank you for tuning in, Dado. Thank you for joining me in the commentary box, and
thanks for having me, Sato. I did my best. I hope I went okay.
I reckon you did a bloody good job. Thank you for watching, and we'll hopefully catch you tomorrow and next week.